Alright, welcome guys, Nikko and Elle. Just glad to have you here. It's such an impromptu session to hear. Maybe just tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Of course, my name is Elle. I'm an Under Armour ambassador and now regional Trifactor ambassador. But first and forehand, I'm a concert vocalist. And the rest of the time that I'm not singing or on stage by day, I am a triathlete and a very good friend of this one over here. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Elle. I believe you just got in from the US.
Yes, I just flew in from the US about 10 hours ago.
How did you maintain?
Caffeine.
Did you try?
I was coming to
got
see you.
endurance.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nikko, a good friend, for being here today. Again, it was an impromptu session, but where else we talk about triathlon in Asia except right here in the Philippines?
Yeah, it's very big here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys led the way with bringing big events like the Ironman groups coming in 2009. You guys knocking it out in the last SEA Games. Tell me a little bit more of your secret. How do you get into triathlon actually?
It started with the booming of fun runs. Everybody was into fun runs. Then suddenly it started out with some couple of triathlon races, and then 2009, a year later, then this half Ironman began. Then boom.
Are you saying that triathlon is more fun than a fun run?
Well, the training may not. No, he runs to compete.
All right.
He runs to win.
It's a different story.
All right. Okay.
So did you start when Ironman started here? No, you started a long time ago.
No, exactly the same time.
So when was
same
that?
year. So I actually celebrate my 10 years of doing triathlon.
Congratulations!
Oh,
wow.
I think, thank you. Yeah, my
Very
first
cool.
triathlon was June 2009.
Nice. Oh, and now he's like top ranked in the country.
Absolutely leading the pack,
There you
and
go.
I believe recently you got appointed with a very important role
Yes.
within the Philippines. You're having a Southeast Asia Games. Tell me a little bit
yeah.
more about your role.
So I'm part of the Athletes Commission. I'm the chairman, so I handle all of our national athletes and how to take care of them to have a better life out of their careers, their short careers, because it's a longer life after the sport. So we create programs for them like seminars about finances, about anti-doping to make sure they don't fail under competition.
Too many stories about
course.
that. I think that kills the sport.
We want to make sure that because if they win, the whole country wins.
Yes,
so
exactly.
it's a big fulfillment for us.
And they're taking ownership. I actually had the pleasure of interviewing him at the SEA Games opening
Oh, yeah, yeah.
ceremony.
Downtown.
And it's like you say, triathlon's building so much here in the Philippines because there is that support.
Yeah.
And the SEA Games, you guys are also building the athletes village, so it's to help cultivate a lot of athletes from the get-go. And now they have you taking care of them as well, which is a big step.
And it's actually that's the thing with the Philippines. We're one of the biggest in Southeast Asia. And the thing is, for the first time, we're gonna have in the SEA Games both triathlon and duathlon and mix relay for triathlon and duathlon.
Oh my!
And it's the first time he's
goodness.
doing
Yeah,
that.
first time it's doing it.
I think everyone is excited in this space, right? I believe we have always classified duathletes and triathletes separately.
Yeah.
It's back to the core. It's all about swim, bike, and run. So any tips on motivating people to get into the sport, right? Whether you are a duathlete, you are a triathlete, or a multi-sport athlete. I heard there are many different formats that we've created. What's your one step?
I definitely think that you should start small. Start to just, if you're creating a goal, small goal like joining a aquathlon race or a duathlon. Don't go jump into triathlon. Like me, I started with fun runs, right? Then I eventually went through duathlon, then triathlon. So my best way for you to consistently train on that is to simply have a training partner.
Absolutely.
It's nice, you get to do it with a friend or your loved one.
And accountability is a huge push. When you find that community, it's a make or break deal for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to wake up at 5 a.m., but if someone's waiting for you at 5 a.m.
You don't want to wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're actually the most disciplined, lazy people. It's just because we have good people around us to push us.
I conquered that, right? So I took a red-eye flight right into the Philippines. I was traveling with a founder who was he manufactures the best triathlon suits. That's fit for Asia, that's very lightweight. He came in with a red-eye flight. We stayed at the same hotel. He said, "I'm going for a run. What are you going to do?"
It's crazy.
I was about to tuck in my nap, right? And I was like, "Fine, let's go for a run." So we did a nice 8K on the treadmill.
You never run with me.
No, it's all right. We'll
run
talk
to the
about we'll talk about it later separately. But I guess that rubs people off. And back to the purpose of what One Trifecta is all about, is to bring the community together. It doesn't matter where you are, of a different country. We have friends all over in the triathlon space within the region, and that's where we want to bring more grassroots connected to people like you guys who have been in the sport, inspiring them all around.
I totally agree on that,
Yeah.
about the whole network thing.
Of course.
One thing that people love to do triathlon is the community.
Yeah.
The people are so nice.
Yes.
And it's, I mean, the whole main reason why I became such great friends with you in the first place is because I totally agreed with the vision that you had for Trifactor.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Bob.
Keep the camera off.
He knows me way too much now. Okay, let's baby steps, people, baby steps. Rewind. Okay, so one of the reasons why we became really good friends is because I completely believed in his vision for Trifactor. Because triathlons, the nature of itself is very intimidating to a lot of people. That's why you said, baby steps, start with running first. But the whole point of Trifactor is to really engage the entire community.
Yeah.
Whether you've been running or swimming or cycling for 15 years or you've never actually stepped foot on the track, this is the perfect time. You have distances from freshmen to kids to, Olympic and long distances. So this is the perfect opportunity for people to just get a little taste of it. And Trifactor was actually the first triathlon I did. And I just had a little taste of it and now I'm completely addicted. So building that community, giving that opportunity for people to join and be a part of it, I mean, that's a huge opportunity.
Your first triathlon is Trifactor?
Yeah.
The international event immediately?
No, we were in the Philippines.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. I'll keep him around.
I mean, that's the whole purpose, right? To bring people to the sport, making sure they feel connected, they have the right support systems in place. Whereas you don't have to keep racing and going for the Olympic dreams. I guess I respect all athletes with the right sportsmanship, the focus to the Olympic dreams. Focus on that and inspire more people to do it. But there's more to that, to what you're doing. What happens after that?
Yeah.
Right? Do you leave the sport? Do you come back and bring more people into the sport? How does this break in the whole ecosystem? So that's what Trifactor's vision is all about. We want to make sure that we have the right pillars for people to grow within this community. Come back, right? We're looking at people who have been racing for the last 34 years in the likes of Cameron Brown, bringing in to bring more people into the sport. And who knows, with a guy like that, he actually inspired a small state in China to form a triathlon club and a federation that was formed probably a couple of months ago, right? For the first time. They have never heard of triathlon, they only heard of marathons, and in that perspective. So I feel within Asia itself, we do have an opportunity to really connect within that. I know Facebook and Instagram is a great way to share our stories, but I guess at events, at activities is where we really bring it to life, right? And get people to do the first step. So like what we did for Elle, she got addicted. So addicted is a very strong word. It might be associated with negativity, but I think she got inspired to join in the movement, to bring more people into the sport of swim, bike, run.
Absolutely.
And I hope that together and I can't do it alone. She can't do it alone. Nikko can't do it alone. Together, we will make a difference and bring this sport to the next level.
Absolutely.